Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Scrapyard non-Pertum. No fancy fly around stuff today, don't really have much to show for it, it's mostly the same as where you left me, barring, that thing you can just see right behind me. So, yeah, did a little bit of, what would you call it? Aesthetics, stuff that's not necessary as a function of things, just make it look a little nicer. This is now connected through some blocks underneath. You can kind of see one here that I've welded up. Just in case I crash into this and break it. You know I will. So, this is all kind of organized. What's in it? It's all steel. It's here ready to use rather than having to go rummaging through all of wherever. Welded all this up. This is going to be where batteries and hydrogen engines end up. And I did notice while I've been doing this sort of stuff, we got, blue sheds, yellow truck, green warehouse, and a bit of red over here, so I think we've got a bit of a colour scheme going and sorted. Which is quite nice. I do not know what colour we'll paint the residence, which will be here, probably go blue again. But, other than that, I've realised that I'm a bit of an idiot. Just a little bit. I was thinking about it. We can actually get airborne. This is technically enough. Now, you're probably wondering, yeah, it's been annoying me, so if the weather, we have to build this outside, but if the weather annoys, gets in the way, we're going over there and deal with that thing, because that's been annoying. No idea what it is. Other than the fact that it's 5 kilometers away. Now, with this, we've got 3 small grid atmospheric thrusters. Also got the 2 small Atmos, which technically is enough for one in every direction that we need. But a single thruster for vertical lift is not enough, especially on Pertum. Since the atmosphere is a bit thinner here, they don't work as well. Now, why I'm an idiot? Because I didn't consider the whole fact of, what if you use thrusters for more than one direction? Or better known as vector thrusting. Those that are unfamiliar with the term, it's basically those sci-fi looking things where you got the engines on pods and they swivel around so you can do VTOL and switch to forward flying. That sort of fancy stuff. Obviously, how am I doing that? With a script. There's only one script for that, but how I want to set this up, I'm going to need 4 programmable blocks. This is going to be an incredibly rustic and rusty build. It's going to have a lot of technology in it. So if you give me a moment, I'm going to get the bits out that I think I'm going to need of the stuff that we can't build. And then I'll run through the rough plan for what I have of said plan. Well, yeah, run through that. So I will get all the bits and pieces out. Right, so here's the stuff that I know I need. And a battery. I might need a second one. I don't know how well the battery life's going to go with this, so I need to plan to drop an extra one of those in. As well as, we'll come over to the rubbish pile that we are accumulating over here as well. Get this built. This, no. Do I especially need to get that built so I don't walk on that sort of stuff? So yes, I've had to borrow the... I say borrow, it ain't getting it back. This is going to get dismantled soon. The programmable block, because yeah, we need 4 of them. Do I have any event controllers left? Oh dear. Guess I got one that I can pinch out of there, but I'd rather not, because that'll be awful to try and get that back in there. I don't have any event controllers. Who knew? Hmm. Maybe. Let's bring that out just in case. I guess in case of emergency, we'll have a panic button. Oh dear. Everything that we put on there is a bit of weight, which is less stuff we can carry. Lots of small grid batteries, beacons, custom turret controllers, but... Didn't I have like a big one of those? Yes. Yes, I did. And a small one too, okay. Let me just get distracted and... make that hole. Oh, withdraw two. Eyes. That'll do. What's that? Cryo chamber. Nope. It's gonna be a massive jump if we can pull this off. Because if we can heist that assembler... Oh no, where do we put the assembler? We do... That's something to think about while we do this. If I don't figure it out by the end of the episode, help please, comments. That's... yeah, that's the thing. Alright, so, I was thinking about it. Ideal world, use another flatliner shelter for this one, but I don't have one, so, well, actually, let's go like that, spin it around. Okay, I can't do that. Spin that around, and... boom. Let's change the color right now, shall we? Let's go with, it's a dusty brown, right? Go get for that just so I can... This may actually remain part of the actual structure. In fact, let me just locate where everything is, because yeah, I'm gonna need a bit of stuff. I've got the steel already on me. Probably get some bits and bobs. What do you reckon? Do we need anything else? Ooh. Didn't realize we had that many detect components. I mean, that's why we're running out of space, I guess. So, yeah. Worst case, we'll just repaint it, I guess. Now, this is going to be a not very good machine. The design principle we're going for is good enough. One. Oh, excuse me. Have covering from off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The width of a flatliner trailer. Well, flatliner in general. So I could say having another shelf for one would have been real nice. We might still grab one anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. So that is what I'm wanting is a bare minimum platform. Let's just fill this in. Oh, should I? Can always put the legs back on later. We'll just do this. What do we need? We need a... This is the part where we need some rotors. How do I make things swivel? Rotors. And this is going to be the front. This is just going to be the cargo pad part of it. We're going to be sitting near the back, so I think I want to be somewhere around here. And let's make sure we get 0 on the top. I don't know if it matters. Let's not tempt fate. And what's that? That's 2 back. 1, 2. There we go. Just for reminders, I'm pretty sure that these are 3 blocks long. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, they are. So, plenty of clearance. Excellent. These will be an interesting build. Bit of shenanigans. Not so much in messing with stuff, but just how much random stuff you wouldn't normally use. But this is a part where I haven't thought too much out. So I'm going to weld this up, and I'm going to try and work out how long I want this. So I will see you once I've figured out what I'm actually doing. Well, did some stuff. The sandstorm kicked in. Wait for that, blew over. Had a bit of a break too, actually. Let's just load up with a few extra things. Honestly, now that I've actually got this like starting to get from paper to Burnham, it's honestly not looking that bad. Like I thought it was going to be looking like a wreck fresh out of the desert that we just slapped some engines on and called it a day, but no, it's not too bad. So I've got that in there. I'm going to need to change that to an alternate landing system. I need that a bit closer to the ground. Details for later. Actually raise this up a little bit so it's got a bit of shape to it rather than just being a flat piece of metal. Got our helm so we can stand on here and, do the thing. And then when we get off, we don't, we can stand here, get on, and then hop off and walk around, that sort of stuff. And it's not great. It's not great, I will say that. Can I put these? They do not have a small grid version. I mean, what have we got in here? Not really much, do we? Need to figure that one out. Walk around it. I don't really want to be going. Up. Yeah, up. Anyway, enough of that. There is actually plenty of space. I could probably get, definitely get both of these on. What are they there? Add a bonus of build info, as I can see. Those are 1,000 kilo each. I don't want to stick both on. Like, yes, it would give me a good battery life, but this is a barge. This is not going long distance. I mean, those thrusters, like, what, 8,000 or so effective bearing capacity on Pertum. That is assuming the atmosphere is full, which it is not. So we're going to get, what, 5,000 or 6,000 per, so 15,000. Look at that, it's already that. So I think we're only using one battery, and we make sure that it's charged. However, we need to get engines on. Let's see, what is the best way to go about this? Do we put them on now? Do we work? they can go on later. Like, that is quite accessible. It's all the other stuff that is not really that accessible. So, battery. How do we want to go about this? We want those dots here in the middle or closer. I think we want it closer to the back, so we'll go like that. I will fight all the stuff into position, probably off camera, once I am happy with how this is. So, honestly, we'll have that actually all in the center. Yep. 2 gyros, mostly so we can just bully the cargo around if it tries to rotate us. Ideally, I'd stick them in line so they can inline on the axis that way, but it'll get in the way, unfortunately. Or I stick them in. No, I'll stick them on top. Be honest, they can go just about anywhere because I will have to well pad them on. So we don't need those just yet. We don't need those just yet. Or I can go somewhere. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I will see you in a bit once I have figured this mess out. There's a lot of parts to go on. Like we'll use one of these on each of these. So they'll go with this pile here. We'll come back and deal with that later. That will go... yeah, somewhere in there. Somewhere where I can easily reload it with that parachute. These will go on here, so I will do those as well. Oh, and what I haven't thought about is a part of this shenanigans is going to need some screens and some actual LCDs. So I kind of want them up here, don't I? So if we go... what's the weight of those? 20, yep, we'll do that, and... like that. And then, where am I hiding it? There. Yeah, no, it doesn't quite work like that, does it? That would work. That would kind of work, wouldn't it? Yeah, almost. Can't build that text panel. I haven't thought this through. Okay, but yes, I need to get a couple of LCDs here and here. That will be around the wrong way doing that, so yeah. I'm going back off screen. So I didn't consider that. I'll be back with some progress. Well, that's with the core of it done. Yeah, grid mass 6,000 kilo. Which my napkin math is one of them. I've still got to get them on there. Where's what, another 2,000? We're going to be cutting it fine, I think. Hopefully my math is horribly wrong though. Anyway, let's get to the fun stuff. Let's change these colors back to, what was I using? That one with the dust. And, we want this on here, facing the correct way, as well as it is correct, yes. Now, yes, I'd putting remote controls there, but part of the script that we, one of the scripts that we're using is going to require it. And let's just jump up here. This way here, and we'll use the old vision or whatever it is. Yeah, I've moved this a few times, so we're off center now, so I can walk around safely. This is remote control port pod and starboard pod. Do I need to rename anything else yet? We'll call this one Vector. And what's the other one I needed? Oh, that's right. This is going to be something else, which will be the aligner, which is actually a thing. And one battery. I don't think I need to worry about anything yet in here. No. We'll get to that. What we need here. And yeah, we don't quite have enough to make this symmetrical, so we're going to whoops, that was not what I wanted to cut off. Oh, we'll fix that. Okay, so let's try this once again. That should be better. There we go. Now the fun, the argument part, actually. I would like a small merge block. And I don't have parts that I need. What a surprise. Thank you there. Now I did rotor lock that, right? Yes. Now, most importantly, I have got the battery off, because otherwise, well, recharge, but tomato, tomato. Alright, we'll grab right click and then the old left click so we can do this a bit better. That one there. Come on, please. No, not that one. Is it this one? No, yes, this one. Alright, let's... that one that way. And that way. Is this the right way around? Right way around? Oh, words are hard today. But we'll find out. Where are we? Not that one. That way. Getting better at whole grabby hands thing. Oh. And we want this one. Whoopsie daisy. I'm gonna put this one over here. Same story. And we want that one that way. And that way. Now, spin, and not that one, that way. Right, so that is slightly wonky, but oh well. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to use weld pads for this, and I've got two options. I can either stick it on top, which I think is going to be a nightmare, but it will be safer. So let's go over here and just make sure I've got enough to do a bunch of them. I want this one here as well. Now, that goes there, and which way do we want to face this? This is actually the real question. I think I kind of just want to... Oh, buttons, buttons, this way. Upside down, but... Oh! That was not a good idea. Oh, wow, nailed it. Okay. And we'll do the same thing again. And we're going to... Oops. Not to do that. Nailed it. So we've got space to stick another one on there. And... that's the business end, I hope. Where do we want to stick these? Where do we want to stick these? The front, maybe? Back here. Yeah, actually, probably at the front's potentially, dare I say, smarter. Push the right buttons. There we go, and... one more. And to be fair, I could probably stick it on there too, couldn't I? Eh. And... here we go, here we go, here we go, boom, and... okay, that is everything. Question mark. Alright, how heavy are we? Okay, we're under 7,000. That'd bring us up to about 6,800, just over. It's fine. What we'll do is we'll get onto here, we'll get the Atmo. And we're going to turn them all off, make sure the thrust override has nothing. And we're going to... you know what, we're not actually in the air, so we'll just do this. So we want to bring the battery back onto automatic mode. Now. I have to remember, I have done a trial run of this. Oh, where are you off? What are you? You're the aligner one there. Continue back. So we're going to call this... this will make sense in a bit. We are going to go into... here. We're going to browse. We're going to find Space Engineer Redux. This, I was having some issues getting this working, but thank you to the creator of this, who actually gave an idea. A workaround idea, actually, of that. So, you know, this is what it normally is. I'm going to tinker with it. Don't worry, I'm a professional. I got to get these so they're fairly unique. So we're going to change this to... no, we'll go lowercase, port, pod. Yeah, we'll just call it port pod. This will be port, pod, LCD. Well, we're going to go here, we're going to copy. I'm not going to use this, but in the interest of good coding. So now we have renamed everything. Yes. Okay. Now. That is checking all of this. I've set that up. That is on that. What we need to do is we need to get into the remote control for this, and we need to go into the custom data. In fact, no we don't. We need to go to here, and we need to recompile this. No master controller. So we're going to go into here, and we're going to put port pod. That would normally be SER, if you're doing this normally, but subgrids. Boom. We can see 2 not working. I'm going to recompile it anyway. And that is mostly done. Actually, the batteries are on. Let's turn the rotor lock off so I don't have things just blow up on me. And now we've got one more thing. Into here. This is the text panel, so we'll call this the port pod stats LCD. Not that it matters. And we go into the custom data and port pod LCD. Now, this is entirely take 1, so let's see if this works. Oh, it just works. Look at that. Now that's what we want. We want that usage. Now also, in the Steam Workshop page for this is like, change this so you can have it do what you want. Where is the offset actually? I want a text padding. Let's bring that up further and we'll center it. Oops, not right. Center. No, maybe not. Alright, we'll see how this goes then. Nope. Oh well. Back to 1. And back to 2%, wasn't it? That'll do. I will figure out doing this better, I guess, somehow. It's kind of irrelevant right now. That works. Next, obviously, as we go into here, we will turn it on. What do we call the other one? We called it PB SER, and we'll call this one starboard. Now we want to go into here, we want to edit the content. It's the same old story, same old song and dance. However, we're going to go into here and we're going to change it to star pod. I'm not writing starboard the whole multiple times for this, so we're just going to is that everything? Cool. Okay. And obviously no controller, so we want to find this one here. Boom. And into here. call this one? Where did we go? Where did we go? Where did we go? Copy. And into here, and it is start pod LCD. Yeah. Oh. System hasn't blown up in my face, but the numbers are different, and it was nice having a tinker around. I didn't need to put you don't need the panels on the subgrid. You just need a control block, which can be either the helm, but these aren't on here, so we got the remote control. Now. We are going to find the aligner. Gravity aligner? Oh. Hover aligner. I'll be back in a moment. I need to figure out which one of these I actually need. Here we go. It is the hover aligner, so we'll copy that to the editor. Yeah, so here's the chap that's made this one. Thank you very much. What this is going to do is it's going to, assuming that we have the run command, letting it do the thing. It's going to take over the gyros and try and keep this thing flat and level. Sounds kind of useful, doesn't it? Hit code. Yeah, cool. Now, we need to make a group. Normally, you would stick the thrusters in this. Not the setup. So we want to have the gyroscope 1 and 2, and the helm. And we're going to put this into a block group, which it wants to be a liner. Safe. Yeah, it's basically it. I want to find that. We want to run it with the command go. And we'll just call, oops. And there's also another one which is believe it or not, stop. So if we look, it's currently not running. We hit 8. It's gone blue, so oops. One of them's not on. There we go. 9. And so alright, that's that. Now the dangerous one. This I'm gonna damage these just from the blast zone of those. Not much I can do about that. Okay. Alright. You know what? Before I do this, I'm just going to reread the manual, because this is the part that might blow up. Alright. Okay. Okay. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Okay. So we're going into here, and we're going to there we go, the vector thrust operating system. Up into the editor. Do not touch the code below. I am not going to touch that code below. There we go. Everything has turned on. And yeah, so now we've got Things working. 4 days of battery. These are not working. Have I turned? Oh. Audio prompts, they're quite useful. The thrusters are off. Okay. 5 hours. Okay. Let's just toggle those off. Now, first things first, it is actually complaining. Fly tags. It's also have an argument with build info, but meh, who cares? So we're going to go down here, do what it wants. Fly tags. Run that. It's going to do it quite greedily. I don't think it's going to cause me any problems. It's going to cook everything underneath there, isn't it? No, but it's not liking it. Okay. Let's hurry along and get this done. That is not the menu I want. We want to find its control. I need to set up a how many of these do I actually need? 4 of them, I think it was. 1, 2, yeah. I've got the manual up on another screen. So we're going to run this with the command gear. It has gears, not like a car, more like speed limiters. You know, speed limit to slow, medium, and mod limits, I think. Confirm. Next. Cruise. Haven't mucked with that one, but I assume it's cruise control. Probably saves on power. Now, I'm gonna say the dirty word. The P word. Park. And last but not least, the dampeners. Double check my spelling on that one. Boom. Now, I should be able to push 6 and maybe not. Oh, if I just push X, it should. Hey, not working. All right. However, things are on. I filled up my bar, my first bar, with all this sort of stuff, but what else do I need? The foot. Yeah. Which lock? And I need to turn the auto lock off, because this will go horrifically wrong if I do not do that. Auto lock. Alright. 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 It's time for science, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone. Oh dear. Didn't put the gravity aligner on. Interesting. Why are you not drift? Oh, why are you drifting? Well, anyway, 32%. Max lift, 15 tons. 15 tons. And 7 on that side. Oh. Right. Obviously, as you can see, we have some slight technical difficulties, but yeah, I'll come back once I've got them resolved. All right, that's teething problems sorted. What did I need to do? I needed to get the aligner. I needed to add the 2 side flatmos into the aligner group. We're good. There is one thing that I still need to do, and that is actually put a screen in for vector thrust. So we are going to find the screen again. We are going to get... Honestly, we'll just get another one of these. And yes, this is roughly where that thing's gonna potentially live. Oh, it works. I mean, I did do, like, some testing, but... yeah, so this is my vector LCD. And, ooh, actually, where is my... yeah, it's renamed itself. It is up here. Custom data. What is my tag? Name tag is VT. So we're going to here, we're going to go into here, we're going to go into custom data. And VT LCD. Wow. Okay, let's try that again. Nope. Okay, oh, there's a sandstorm. Alright, well, I'm having trouble with this part. Supposed to be that, but hey. More importantly, I don't know if, let's just sit here and see. So we've gone into probably into low oxygen from high winds. Doesn't seem to have... oh, the system, it works. Look at it works. I mean, just imagine, like, the worst, like, kazoo rendition of Pirates of the Caribbean theme here. That is how I feel right now. This is amazing. You know, 40 minutes of power, and we've got potentially a fair amount of spare lift. Yeah, we can lift. Let's just land this. Oh, it all works. Oh, there we go, it's working now. Not parked. Lies. All lies. Yes, there we go. What I actually wanted of this is... mostly I wanted that gear indicator. Four days worth of power on that. Right. Oh, that's so good. Let us... almost need a camera or something. And you're probably wondering how am I transporting this around. I'll get back to you on that one. And also need to square that up. Not only that, we can use this as a work platform, which is why I've got that connector in the guts of it, so we can be over here and working at heights. That reminds me, we need to put the old safety sign up so we don't fall off, because I don't think I can actually get any guardrails on this easily. And what I'm going to do is find my connector. Where's the strength? Let's just really trim that down. We are going to, like, delete this light, but all in the name of science. Is that close enough? Is that... I do not believe... That's... seriously? Okay. Okay, that's awesome. I need to think. Like, I did not expect this to go this well. I'll be right back. It has, in fact, not been me being right back. It's been a couple of days, actually. I had to stop for a bit of a cough after last time, and it wouldn't stop, so I put it down and get back to it when I'm feeling better. So here we are. I haven't done much, realistically, in the whole thing. Mostly got it loaded up onto that. Why are you doing that? I turned you off. Why? That's something to worry about. You know what? Where's my battery? That one there. We're just going to turn it straight off. But I will put it back on order. Alright, so yes, it's not great. I don't really have much in the way of moving it around. I guess it could fly there, but eh. It's a little heavy now, so we don't exactly have a lot of spare lift capacity on it, but it should do what I need it to do. Now, redone this a little, done a terrible little dock over here. Mostly so I can park it out of the way and charge it. What else? Yeah, nothing else really. Edited the... Actually, where are we? Because we're going for this. Edited it. Well, you know, all the stuff that we've done so far, and we're starting to drag along. Really should finish up right now, but where's the fun in that? So this is not an ideal situation to the point of the barge, it works, but the barge, it will not stay alive. Well, I'm definitely looking at retiring it as soon as we can, at least get rid of the vector thrust, because it does not work. This is less than ideal. This is going to be a fairly long drive, because it likes to waggle, it seems. It did. Or does it? Behaving now. So, I'll see you over at that crane. Yeah, this system, yeah, it doesn't really work for transport. Oh well. Oh well. If we can just get that assembler down, that's all it needs to do. Now, how do we actually get up on here? I'd have to do a naughty. We jump up to... on that way, and then I need to... Let's put that onto charge. Where's my battery? Alright. We are away. Now, the only problem is with everything that ends up on this, we're a little heavy. As you can see, nearly 12,000. Yeah, almost 12 tons, basically. There's something a bit slightly wonky that it's sinking slightly. Oh. Are we sinking slightly? I think, yeah, we are. We are. We're slightly sinking. I got a sinking feeling. I think what we're going to do is just quickly... Actually, so... Yeah, that... Our entire left pod is just supporting our weight, so we've only got that there. I need to not be so close, because... I haven't popped that sensor, have I? No, I haven't. Alright, so we want to... head down, because I haven't... That was close, that was... I didn't recorrect my entry to... this. Let's just hop off now. That would have been the end of me. Alright, anyway, that was a big hitch. Ooh, wonder if that came through on the recording. Alright, now we're on and off safely. Where's that sensor? Up there somewhere. How close are we? We're... yeah, that'll do. Okay, and I got a gun in here, don't I? Yes, I do. And... where are we? We'll just go into here and bring my gun on. Now, where is it? It's like there, isn't it? You see, yeah, we're sinking quite quickly. Eventually I'll figure it out. Now, what's the way to do this? Oh, hello. Hello, Gov. This is not a good setup, is it? Okay, ready to lock. Not really happy about it, so let's just break it. Oh, okay. Oh, it's just holding it. I'm having to give it... I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. Oh, this is... sketchy. I mean, it does kind of fly, I guess. That was quite heavy under the ground, so... Alright, what have we got in here? An assembly component and construction frames. That's got a bunch of extra stuff. We're locked on that. What's on top of that? Nothing. Got a light armor panel on the bottom. Do I fly this back like this, or do we... I'll stick it on the trailer and... Yeah, this system kind of works, but not great. I think, okay, Yeah, I think we need to rethink this. It works. Oh, and we've low oxygen as well. Nice. Maybe if I needed to be further forward, I guess, to make it easier to... Okay. Okay. Let's just turn this battery off completely now. Okay. Haven't exploded. Back we go. The theory is... I wouldn't say sound, but the theory is grounded in some degree of thought, but yeah, those subgrids are subgrid thrusters for a salvage recovery barge. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work in the long run. Anyway, speaking of the long run, oh, this is gonna be a very, very long run back, because I don't think I'm got an oxygen bottle with me, just in case we're going the long way. It's been a fairly long drive back this way. This thing is very much powered by hopes, dreams, and the secret ingredient, a whole lot of duct tape. Having to... Glad I got the remote on that trailer for the handbrake, because I would have definitely blown a lot of stuff up without being able to just force it back into line. Now, was this a waste of time? No. We've got an assembler. Well, still got, you know, 100 meters to go. Let's go out here. In fact, let's just go right here. Handbrakes on. How heavy is that? Okay, that's fairly hefty then. Alright, it's clear. Can I lift this? No, I can't. Is that because it's still mag plated, or did I... How do I get up on there? One moment. Oh yeah, I can't get back up there. At least not up there to check stuff. Oh, actually, hang on. Can I get into... I can. Okay, this works. This works. Cargo plates. Somehow they managed to lock that instead of the... Okay, I can lift it. Excellent. Nice and slowly. Just in case I can't actually carry it. I kind of can't. Okay, guys. We've got an assembler. I don't know where to put it. I need some help on that one. Like, it makes sense, on one thing, to put it in the warehouse. Because, you know, that's where we're storing everything, so might as well, you know, could go in there. Otherwise, I could put it in there if there's production stuff. If I could put hydrogen production into that. You need motors. Of course I need motors. Please tell me I've got some in the stuff floated out of the truck. Ooh. So, yeah. We have this. What can we actually make in here? We can make some tools. We can make canvas, which means I can use that parachute now. Basic gun. Ooh, actual extra ammo too. And we can disassemble stuff down. Ah, can't make solar cells. Okay. That's one thing, okay. But I can make motors. So that has to wait. Alright, well, that's a curveball. From a curveball with a lot of duct tape. And I think the weather's starting to pack in now, so yeah. Thank you for joining me on this mostly building episode where we go and, you know, successfully stole this, even though the whole system isn't really feasible long term. It's feasible enough for now. So, yeah. Where should that go? Because, yeah, it could go there, it could go there, heck, it could even go into here. Because it is kind of a work shed. And, did I ever give this thing a name? No. I don't even know what to call it. I just called it roughly the barge, but, yeah. Mind you. Is it going to last long enough to need a name? Because this, too many subgrids, I think, and it's, you know, that little problem, but, oh well. Good learning experience. So I'll get this, I'll probably just plumb this in somewhere. Don't know where. And just get some things sorted. Maybe move some stuff around. I don't think I'll do too much off screen, to be honest. I'll just get some stuff moved around. But yes, we still haven't done that. Although we have got the assembler now, so we can make all the steel plates that we need from all the girders we don't. So that's something to look forward to next episode. Thank you for joining me on this longer than I intended episode where we got into the skies, just technically. Till next time, you guys stay safe.